Ladies and gentlemen, for our first video requested from the fans, I now present you a man who needs no introduction.
Mommy!
Oh my god. What in the hell was... Did you just come out of the rhino's... Oh, I think I might be sick. Oh, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Thank you very much.
This is gonna be a long one. Welcome to A Tough Act to Follow. I'm Preston, aka the Ploominator, and I will be your off-the-beaten-path detective here to sniff up some clues into the talents and trades of Hollywood's funniest folks. And way back, when I was talking about Will Smith, I got a request from somebody to do a video on one of the funniest guys in the movie business. And while I wasn't able to get around to it right away because I was trying to keep diversity in the lineup, I finally made time for him. So here is one of the most interesting and unforgettable characters in Hollywood. I'm of course talking about Jim Carrey. But what has given Jim Carrey star power beyond many other comedians of his age? What allowed him to transcend the likes of many of his contemporaries and continue a streak of unstoppable successes time after time? And what has kept him as a household name, not only as a comedian, but as an actor with talent and skill beyond just his ability to tell a joke? So style those pompadours and start your engines as we dive into exactly what makes Jim Carrey a tough act to follow. It's impossible to talk about Jim without talking about comedy. By the end of 1994, he had released 3 successful comedy films, all totaling more than $500 million in total box office, and effectively made himself a household name almost instantly. And the reason for this is, well, because Jim's really funny. He's got a series of talented comedic instincts which allow him to tell a joke and really make it land, and has made several of his characters instantly iconic as a result, and this is because Jim has perfect comedic timing. Telling jokes requires timing. There's always a delay before delivering a punchline that increases the audience's anticipation and makes the laugh land better when it finally comes. And this, paired with good joke structure, really sells jokes. Good jokes typically set up situations where we expect a certain outcome, but then it subverts those expectations and allows us to laugh. Jim has perfected this, and it's clear from his roles that he can tell a joke almost without thinking about it.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
We expect that next line to be sad, but it's actually really funny because of Lloyd's hopeful reaction. And this leads into Jim's second comedic talent. Jim is really good at being genuinely dumb. It's fairly easy to deliver a joke, but it's harder to make it seem like you believe what you're saying when you know it's stupid. But Jim can make even the most dim-witted and ridiculous reactions seem totally natural. And he believes the joke by playing genuinely rather than tongue-in-cheek. He's not trying to tell a joke, he's trying to be honest, and that helps make the joke feel more natural and therefore funnier.
Do you realize what you've done? Hey! Lloyd! Lloyd! You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow. The town is back that way.
But Jim's comedic skill goes far beyond his ability just to tell jokes. Jim is an incomparable physical comedian. Physical comedy covers a number of different areas, from pratfalls and slapstick antics like in The Three Stooges to physical tics and character traits which often must be absolutely precise, and Jim is brilliant at all aspects of this. He can imbue characters with carefully crafted moments that don't even require him to say much of anything, but when he pairs it with his ability to alter his face and voice as well, the results are gut-busting.
3 darts is too much!
He's altering his body to make it appear as if he's affected by the condition, but it's all him. And this doesn't just work because he's physically dynamic, but also because he imbues that dynamic physicality with a ton of energy. Jim is an unbelievably energetic performer. He's like a pinball machine, bouncing across numerous instances with almost no time at all, and it never seems to tire him while he's doing it. And because of this, he's able to deliver laughs in quick succession with no gaps. He doesn't give the audience a lot of time to breathe before hitting us with a second punchline, and often we're still laughing from the one that he hit us with before. It's such an unstoppable thing that it keeps the movie rolling with humor, even in the smallest of moments.
That's what you slipped in. That's what was on your shoe. And that explains the abrasion on your palm. Let me run that back for you. That's what you slipped in. That's what was on your shoe. And that explains the abrasion on your palm. Damn, I'm good!
And this physical and energetic control gives him an ability to also pull it back. Often actors, especially comedic ones, can overact in these kinds of situations. They can be too big, too vibrant, and they lose a touch of reality with the audience for the sake of the laugh. But Jim knows how to pull himself back. He can deliver his usual shtick without going to the full 100% of his ability, and is instead able to make the most of his character moments while still being silly, but not in a way that lets it get beyond the realism and remain in the truth of the story. It's what allowed him to transition from comedic roles into dramatic ones, and really made those roles not only work, but also become award-caliber performances.
Spontaneous! Forget Fiji. Can't very well drive to Fiji, can we? What about Atlantic City?
You hate to gamble.
That's right, I do, don't I?
So why would you want to go there?
Because I never have. That's why people go places, isn't it?
Truman, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Me too!
But his ability to be dramatic doesn't mean he's losing the things we love about him, and he's still able to keep that sense of play, as an actor should, while keeping those comedic instincts, however subtle they may be. But he's also able to use intentions and tactics in order to make the character fantastically real. And even when they're stuck in situations which are outside the realm of normality, they still react in ways which are real, without branching beyond the probable. But his comedic skill allows him to play a little off kilter and seem like he's not quite sane, even when he may be the sanest person in the room.
What about that sign?
You're exaggerating. We'll be fine.
Exaggerating? Would you believe that? Oh my, Truman, we're on fire.
Okay.
We're on fire.
Okay, just move. Just move. You okay?
Yes.
You want to do it again?
No!
Jim's talent for control of himself allows him to excel at impressions as well. His talent for transformation has given to fun allusions to other famous performances and moments, and it's often used to add extra jokes and references within movies. But it also allows him to become other people when he needs to vanish into a character. Many movie stars, especially ones of Jim's caliber, have a hard time shedding that celebrity skin, but Jim can and has on more than one occasion. And that's because he's got a real transformative ability and is good at developing mannerisms for a character, even if that character is based on a real person.
Hey, how y'all doing? Where you from? Yeah. Whoa! Somebody's wearing a lot of perfume around here. Must be that time of the month. Huh? Yeah, I know all the tricks. Now, how you doing? You having, you enjoying that pasta carbonara? It appears as if you are. Whoops, hey, look out. I think you sat in some cottage cheese.
And while he's able to vanish into characters, he never loses the thing about himself that we still love. He's physical, he's witty, he's hilarious, and he allows the roles to still work in those ways. And even when they are dynamic or harsh or even off-putting, he never loses the things that make us connect with him in his work. He's still able to be someone we want to watch, and especially someone we want to laugh with.
Women are superior to men in many ways. That's right. When it comes to cooking and cleaning and washing the potatoes, scrubbing the carrots, making the babies, mopping the floors, they have it all over men. I believe that. But when it comes to wrestling, shut up! Be quiet when the man is talking!
And while I've talked mostly about Jim the comedian, the fact is that Jim is in fact just a damn good actor. He's got talent just beyond the things we know him for, and he's able to play roles that require a lot of nuance and substance just as well as the ones where he cuts loose and is ridiculous and silly.
Hi.
Hi. I figured you'd show your face around me again. I guess I thought you were humiliated. You did run away after all.
I just needed to see you. And,
Yeah?
I'd like to, take you out or something.
You're married.
Not yet. Not married. No, I'm not married.
And all of this works because Jim is someone we like. I know that's not something some people would see as a talent, but honestly, one of the reasons we go to the movies is to see the actors we like and root for them. And Jim has crafted a likable legacy, both on and off screen, and has caused us to root for him time and time again, even when the characters are ones which we may not like, or they're people that we wouldn't want to connect with in real life. But we root for them because Jim is someone we do connect with, and that is what keeps us coming back over and over again.
Clem, let me drive you home.
Get out of my face, faggot!
Look at it out here. It's all falling apart. I'm erasing you and I'm happy. You did it to me first. I can't believe you did this to me. Clem, can you hear me? By morning, you'll be gone.
So why do we like Jim Carrey? 1. Jim is funny. Jim's ability to tell a joke, be genuine with his delivery, and time the comedy in order to achieve the biggest laughs possible is unparalleled. And his comedic style gives him the versatility to really sell us on the fact that he believes what he's saying, even when the jokes are absurd. 2. Jim is physical. Jim can take his body and twist it into all sorts of abnormal shapes, and his physical control gives him the ability to both excel in comedic moments and dramatic moments, and it also lets him impersonate other people really accurately. 3. Jim can be subtle. Jim knows he doesn't have to push every moment to 100% and can dial back his overt comedic instincts to play roles which are much closer to reality, and this really gives him the ability to not only be funny, but also to play much more dramatic roles sincerely. 4. Jim can transform. Jim can use his skills and physicality to vanish into roles and defy our expectations of what he is capable of. It allows him to not let his star persona distract us from the story being told, and rather ingrains him to the story as a piece rather than the whole. 5. Jim is someone we like. Jim has an ability to win us over just by being in the movie, and that's because he's built a reputation as someone we can trust to deliver good products, and he's able to stretch his talents across multiple genres and styles while never sacrificing the quality of his work. So now we know what makes Jim the king of comedy and the surprisingly stellar actor we've come to know and love, but which moments were the ones that really sold us on his work? Well, I've got my favorites, so here they are. These are my 5 essential Jim Carrey performances. 1. Dumb and Dumber. Of the 3 movies he made in 1994, this one is the one he's arguably most remembered for, and the genuine innocence and chemistry with Jeff Daniels he shows throughout the movie allows him to shine and be wholly endearing even when he's being annoying. 2. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. This one beats its predecessor simply because of that rhino scene, and at the same time it shows a much brasher and more confident Jim who's able to use his powerhouse physicality and over-the-top energy to drive the momentum and land joke after joke throughout the movie. 3. The Truman Show. This role is honestly one of the best movies that Jim has ever been in. His ability to discover and search for answers in a surreal world really cements him as a more grounded and dramatic actor, while still letting him use his comedic instincts to keep the story from dragging and getting mired in being too serious. 4. Man on the Moon. Jim vanishes into the roles of the Foreign Man, Tony Clifton, and so many other characters by the late comedian Andy Kaufman. His ability to transform and his dedication to the character really helped make this somewhat bizarre biopic a phenomenon to watch. 5. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Jim is fantastically different in this role than any of his other ones. He sheds his usual energy and exuberance for a genuine timidness and subtlety, but has engaging quirks that make the movie feel so fantastically simple but endlessly complex. And that is why Jim Carrey is a tough act to follow. Thank you so much for watching this video. What are your favorite Jim Carrey movies? Which ones were you expecting to see? I want to say thanks to Tim for requesting this actor. If you have an actor that you're dying to see broken down, comment below and let me know, and maybe you'll see them sooner rather than later. And if you like this video, please help me out by giving it a like. If you did, that would just be smoking. And while you're at it, help me out by sharing this series far and wide and showing it to your friends. I'm sure there's something out that they're going to like. And if you like what I'm doing here, please pop on over to my Patreon page and help me keep the magic going. Shout out to my patrons who are already doing their part to help me out. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And if you want to catch every single look into the talents of these Hollywood icons, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and until next time, as I always say, thanks for taking the time to get Ploominated.